Alrighty then, so here's what we're going to be using today. This is a Cricut machine. It's actually the Cricut Maker 3. This is actually going to help me cut out the design. The design has actually been transported from my iPad to the actual machine itself. So you will need like an iPad, a tablet, or a computer of some sort to actually create your design. So then you can actually send the images to this machine, the Cricut Maker, and then that'll cut it out for you. Like, makes life a lot easier. You will also need some cardstock of some sort. So I've actually got 5 just plain cream cardstock here. Plus I've got 5 different colors of glitter cardstock. You will also need some thick mounting tape, which is basically just double-sided sticky tape that has a bit of thickness to it. So basically it adds that sort of 3D look when you actually start sticking all the different layers together. You will also need some weeding tools for when you actually, after you've cut out the design with the Cricut Maker. I've actually got some little lights here, which will sit at the back of the shadow box. There's a shadow box just here. And this is actually one of the lights that I've just got out, just so I can show you. I'll probably only need one, but because I'll show you how bright this thing is. Yeah, so that's just one of the lights that we can actually just sort of put behind the actual design. Okay. Alrighty, so now that I've shown you what we're going to be using today, I'll get into it. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so what we're looking at is my iPad where I actually designed the images to go in the shadow box. So firstly, we basically put in a mountain in the background, then we put a second mountain in, then basically we're going to add in like the church or the chapel, whatever you want to call it, plus another little house, and there we go. And to make it a little bit more Christmassy, we add in a Christmas tree. And then we're actually just going to add a bit more, we put some street lights in, and then now that we've actually got that, then we actually transfer it over to the Cricut Maker sort of design page. So then now that we're on this page, now I can actually add in some stars and the moon. It's easier to do it on this one because they've actually got pre-made stars. Then we're basically adding in each layer of what I actually designed on my iPad. And then we just add in some in that shadow bit to make it more Christmassy. We're going to basically add in the Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, guys. Okay, so now we're actually just cutting out the design with the Cricut Maker. And before I go on any further, you're probably wondering, who are we actually watching? Well, g'day, my name is Nathan Linzel, and welcome to episode number 76 of The Fine Art of Distraction. So, today's episode is actually a very special episode, as I'm actually part of the Fluid Art Express Christmas Collaboration Special. And I tell you what, I feel so honoured to be asked to join in with this amazing group of artists. It absolutely warms my heart to be part of this family. And while I've got you, I just want to take this opportunity to thank Darren and Bubbles from Venom Fluid Art, and Christy from Creations by Christy. Those 3 amazing human beings are the captain, the conductor, and the station master of the Fluid Art Express. You guys absolutely rock. And I'll tell you what, I am absolutely honoured to be kicking it all off today. So what I'd ask from you all is simply sit back, relax, kick your shoes off, and enjoy watching all 17 of us in our happy place, which is the Fluid Art Express Christmas Collaboration Special. Thanks, guys. Okay, so now we're up to the construction side of the shadow box. As you can see, I've already glued the first page to the backing board. Now I'm actually gluing this page to the first page. These are the only two pages that I'll be using glue. Every other sort of step I will be using the mounting tape or double-sided sticky tape, whichever you want to call it. But make sure you use the mounting tape that has about a 2mm thickness to give it that 3D look. So as you can see here, that I'm actually just putting the mounting tape onto the mountains. And now we're putting the mounting tape onto the chapel or the church, whatever you want to call it. Then we will be putting the mounting tape on the Christmas tree and then also onto the lights. But basically what I'm actually doing here is, because these lights felt a bit flimsy, I actually printed out another page and then I'm just gluing it to it. It actually was a little bit more difficult than I was hoping it would be, but we got there in the end. Now we're just sort of adding all the mounting tape to everything and we're getting ready to rock and roll. Okay, and now I'm actually just going to be adding in the actual lights to the back. So we're basically putting it on the very back page because we want the lights to be in the furthest part, so then like we get more shadows. But I wish I actually put more lights on now. I did have more lights, but I only used one set, and I sort of wish that I positioned them a little bit better. You'll understand what I mean by I wish I positioned them a little bit better when it gets to the end. But anyway, I still love the end result. I just wish that I sort of put them in a different position, but that doesn't matter. And before we go on any further, I just want to let you know that straight after me is one of my friends, Marie Lewis from Marie Lewis Art. I tell you what, please do yourself a favour and stick around and watch her and watch all the other artists. But if you're not yet subscribed to Marie, please do yourself a favour and hit her subscribe button, because I tell you what, everything that she creates is absolute gold. You won't be disappointed if you stick around and watch hers. So yeah, as I said, stick around, watch hers, but also watch all the other artists in this amazing Christmas collaboration. Thanks, guys. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of the video, and I really hope you've enjoyed watching me create the shadow box. It's actually the first time I've made a shadow box, and I tell you what, I had so much fun being out of my comfort zone and creating something that I've never done before. So if you haven't tried doing a shadow box, give it a go. I also want to take this opportunity to say thank you so much to Darren, Bubbles, and also Christy for inviting me to partake in this Christmas collaboration. I tell you what, guys, I love being part of this family, and every time you guys ask me, of course I'm going to come back. So thank you again. And once again, I just want to thank you all so much for tuning in and watching me create this shadow box. If you like what you saw here, please, I'd ask a favor. Please hit that like button. And if you're not yet subscribed and you feel like subscribing to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Then hit the little dark bell. That'll actually indicate when I upload new videos. And if you think any of your friends or family might like to see how I created the shadow box, please forward it on to them. I'd love for them to have a look at it as well. Alright guys, one more time, thank you so much for tuning in. And this is the fine art of distraction.